So we're back.
Hey, my dude.
Let's see if we can try this again. We're going to give everybody just a minute to get notified. This video thing tonight has been a little bit of a learning experience, but it's okay. We'll give everybody a minute. So I'm just going to start over.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, upstate New York, it's 50s and sunny tonight. We had snow yesterday. I'm glad it's 50s and sunny.
Upstate New York.
Yeah. Courtney has joined in on the stitching. She's working on a cross stitch. And on the other film, I panned over to her. So we're going to pan over to her again. She's cross stitching. Tuesday nights is Maynia prep night. I have currently, I think I said 19 cross stitches and 11 quilt projects. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's watching now. See, now we had a watcher for a second. Anyway, so I have 31 projects going. We had a little thing we tried on the video to bring Courtney through so that we could both be on the video, and we can. Courtney will be in California for a period of time, and we found out today I'll be traveling to Florida the first week in May with my husband while he's on a business trip. So I'll be doing Maynia lives every day for at least 5 days on the road.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. They'll probably all be cross stitches because I don't know that I'll be carrying a sewing machine through airports.
Please try that.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the cross stitches. So those will all be cross stitches. Speaking of the cross stitches, I have 8 new patterns that I received in the mail this week, which brought me up to my needed 19. So I'm going to show you them. Maybe I'll take them out of the plastic because typically the plastic glares on here. So we'll take them out of the plastic. The first one I'm going to show you is a year of celebration. It's hands-on design. Let me see if I can. It's this one. And this actually counts for several patterns because they have one for every month of the year. And I'm going to make them all individually, so I think I'm going to make all the way up to June. So I counted it as six patterns. Mainly because I just didn't want to buy any more patterns. I mean, this is going to be enough cross stitches in Maynia to keep me going for quite some time. The next one I'm going to show you is from Heartstrings Samplery. It's called Bee Garden, and for those of you that don't know, we have a bee yard. We have an apiary, we keep honeybees, we do a little bit of a honey business. And so this is the one for that one. And the next one I chose, I don't know, it's kind of funky. This one is called, it's from Country Cottage Needleworks. It's called Afternoon in London. And something you guys may not know, I actually lived in England for a couple of years. And so I got that one. This next one is also from Country Cottage Needleworks. It is called Sweet Home, and it has beehives on it. Hi, Denise. Let me X out of that. And I think hopefully you can see it. Now, see, the plastic just glares too much, so we're just going to take it out.
Take them out of there.
Take them out. So it's this one. This one is called Spring Whirligig. It's from Heart and Hand. It's a small one. That's the one of the ones I'm going to be working on. Since the pattern's small, it's probably going to be one of the ones that goes with me on the trip to May. So a little bit of spoiler there. Little House Needleworks. This is called 4 Seasons. Hi, Mom. So that's that one. The next one is from the Stitcher Hood. It's called the Quaker Pumpkin. And this one is actually in something that's sealed. Hold on. Let me get it out. Maybe. Oh, gotcha. Sometimes it takes me a minute to figure out the packaging. upside down. There you go. It's a Quaker pumpkin kind of cross stitch. Get this back in this cellophane thing. That's not going to last long. I'll rip that cellophane. I'm not putting it back in there. It's got a sticker on it and it's going to drive me crazy. So we're just going to leave that out. And the last one that I have to show you is from Hands On Design. It's called Carrots and Cottontail Farms. It's an original chalk design by Priscilla Lane of the Desperate Housewives of Cross Stitch. And it's been made into a cross stitch pattern. And I counted this as one pattern. It's got several different things in here. But this is that. So that all being said, I have all the floss for the previous patterns I've showed you guys already. And I have a floss organizer box. I can speak tonight. And as you can see, it's right there. And you can see this box is full. So guess what I ordered? Another box. It came yesterday. So I have another box. Because all of these new cross stitches, I don't have all of the flosses. So I am not packaging up the floss in the bag with the pattern. I'm actually leaving the floss in the box and I will work from there. But I've started a new list for floss. Can you see? And the only one I haven't been through yet is Carrots and Cottontail, so that I'll be going through later and finishing up that list, and that will be my last shot for Maynia. I did buy some more. I have Ada cloth over here that's all ready to be cut up. I did buy some linen cloth as well. I'm going to do one of them on linen. That will be my first venturing in the linen arena of cross stitch, so that'll be interesting. But I'm cutting them all up. The Ada cloth to size. I'm masking taping the edges to keep it from unraveling, and I'm not putting the floss in the bag. So if I'm the ones I'm taking with me to Florida in May, I'll put maybe 1 or 2 colors in there, depending on how big the design is, how far I can get in the time I'm going to be working on it. But I'm not taking the whole floss kit with me. It's just be too much. Although I could probably stick it in my carry-on and be okay. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, I guess. I guess as we get closer, I'll decide. But our live schedule is as follows. On Tuesdays, up until Maynia, which is the 1st of May, it will be Maynia Prep Nights, and that's what I'll be doing here while I'm talking to you. On Thursdays evenings, we are going to do a fun live. Courtney behind the camera, me doing something or demonstrating something. This Thursday, we're going to demonstrate reverse quilting on my long arm and what that's all about. And then, oh, cool, Mom. You might have to give me some tips. I've not done it. I think it's you use 4 squares for 1 square, if I got that right. But anyway, you'll have to let me know because I'm a newbie on that. And then our Sunday live will be more quilting, sit-down quilting on the Starling quilt. And that will be programming note. I work Sunday. I won't be home until about 5, so chances are that live on Sunday night is going to be around 7 Eastern Standard.
Yeah.
And it may be a little late, depending on dinner plans and stuff like that. If I feel like Sunday's going to clog up too much, I will move it to Saturday and do it sometime Saturday. But I'll try to post advance so that everybody knows. Most people watch my videos after the fact, so I'm not sure that it matters when I do them. But just to let everybody know who does like to watch live, this weekend, and weekends coming up. I mean, I work a lot more up to over 2. Yeah, that's what I thought, Mom. Thanks. That could get confusing for me, so we'll see how that works.
Learning curve.
But I ordered some. It's on its way. It was shipped today, so hopefully that'll be here soon. And that's how the lives are going to go all the way up to Maynia. Now, starting May 1st, I will go live every single day for 31 days. It may be in Florida. It may be here. It may be early morning. It may be evening. But I will go live every day for 31 days. And I will start a new project every day for 31 days. I think what I have decided to do is I talked about how I prep my cross stitches. Like I cut out the cloth to size that the pattern calls for. I masking tape the edges and I mark the center because that's how I start my cross stitches. I start in the center always. I have been hemming and hawing about the quilt projects and how I'm going to prep. Like, if I actually start a project on live and I work for an hour, chances are all I'm ever going to be doing is cutting.
Yeah.
And so my thought process as of today is that if I have enough time to get all those quilt projects pre-cut and bagged and all ready to sew, that's what I'm going to do. Just because I think that if all I'm doing is cutting, that's just boring. Whereas if I'm sewing different shapes together or creating something different, it's kind of fun to see what you can get done in an hour. And we'll see how that goes. And then all of those videos will go up, like this one will also go up on YouTube today. As soon as we're done and it finishes, we will put it on YouTube. And so all the videos are going over there. So if you know somebody that doesn't have Facebook but want them to see these videos, point them over to YouTube because they're all going to be there. So the stitch along I'm doing with Fat Quarter Shop with Kimberly Jolly. I haven't gotten super far so far this week. I did finish this quilt over the weekend. Did I work? I worked Friday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this one I started over the weekend, and I actually have not stitched a stitch yet this week. So I don't know if you know, but my daily goals for me in general are an hour a day on sewing and stitching. So that's why Maynia is so exciting to me. I have to dedicate an hour a day because
you're making your promise to all
I'm making a
on
promise
Facebook.
to everybody that I will. So that's what we're doing. So tonight I have to go through Carrots and Cottontails and see what floss I need, what floss I have. And we're going to go into some Aida cloth too. So this is Aida cloth for those of you that don't know what that is. I don't know if you can see it on camera. There's actually holes. This is 14 count Aida, and then you have, no, that's 16 count Aida. This is 14 count. And then I have linen coming, as I said. So we have to do those. We have to prep. These patterns are actually kind of nice. I'm not going to show them to you though because, well, they do have these as all separate projects. This is kind of cool. It's four different projects, as you can see on here. Oh, no, they don't have all of them pictured here. There's actually more projects in here than what's pictured on here. Just saying.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snappy schnoodle.
Snappy schnoodles.
Oh, that's the bottom of this. Never mind, I take that back.
What?
So I'm trying to decide what project to do for Maynia on this one. Should I do one of the small ones or the large one? I'm thinking the large just because I like to go big or go home. So we'll check those threads first and we'll see what we end up with. So I am looking in my box over here to make sure I either have it or I need it. I need that one. Shocker. What? You'd think with the hundreds of threads I have in here that I would have everything I need, but you'd be surprised at how many floss colors there are.
There's a lot. We went to Michael's.
There's a lot. We went to Michael's. Oh, we have that one. 3865, we have that one. Although I probably need to get another 3865 because
a lot of them have
a lot. Oh, I have two of them.
You do? I
have two spools of them. That'll work. 351. Need that. As Courtney's over here cross stitching. 3078. I don't have that one either. It's amazing how many I don't have. I'm just totally shocked. Because, really? I have a lot in here. You'd think that I'd have picked patterns that all took the same floss.
No.
But I did not.
That probably would have been a smart option.
Maybe. Are you saying that I'm not smart?
No, I'm not saying you're not smart. Just saying that if we had thought about that a little bit more.
I think I wrote 761 down.
Maybe for that.
Oh, no.
Like, how many ones do you have? They have black background.
Just one.
Oh, just one. Okay.
Just one, and I don't have black Ada for this one either.
Black.
I have to get... Did I get all the new colors? No. I got only what I needed for the patterns. So, not all the new colors necessarily. I have that
new
one.
colors for new patterns, or like new colors that they
Oh,
just came out with?
all the floss I have right now is brand new. Because years ago I ditched what I had. I had almost every color, I think. And I ditched it because I swore I was never going to cross stitch again.
The Jesus cross stitch. It's a prodigal son. How funny is that?
I have a cross stitch in the living room. Nana wants to see what you're working on. Okay, let me pan you over.
No.
Yes. She's working on a mandala giraffe pattern.
You can kind of see it. The yellow's everything I've done so far, so... We're doing pretty good, Nana.
That's her first ever cross stitch.
This is my first ever cross stitch.
It's
been a big learning curve.
She says it's kind of funny because she says to me tonight, she goes, I figured out when you make a mistake, it's like a ripple effect because it affects everything else in the cross stitch. And I said, yeah.
So now the pattern that I have is more of like a color guide and less of an actual...
Mom, the colors that I'm missing are not the new ones, must be, because the highest number it goes to is 3811, which is not, they must be up higher than that now.
Yeah, they have to be.
Start G01. What does that mean? Mom's having trouble typing, I think.
Autocorrect is not
doing your job. So I need black Ada still, so I lied. I got one more. Well, I'm going to go back to Joann's to get floss, so I guess I'm getting black Ada.
I guess.
I guess. So the Quaker pumpkin is 72 inches wide by, not 72 inches, 72 stitches wide by 72 stitches high, but it doesn't tell you on the different Adas what size. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I should be counting them across here because it won't matter.
You should do the pattern, Nana. It's beautiful. Oh, they start at 01.
I don't have any of those.
Those must be the new ones you're talking about.
I think that's wide enough. So we're going to try. So how wide is that? That is 7 inches. So we're going to cut this 7 inches square and hope for the best. We'll cut it a little bigger than that. I found this cool thing at Joann's the other day.
What cool thing?
This thing. This 3-bucket thing.
Oh, yeah.
This 3-bucket thing at Joann's on clearance, and it holds all my cutters and some of my small rulers.
Kimberly would be jealous.
Well, she has one. Kimberly Jolly has one. Hers is that teal color that she likes.
Yes. She's obsessed with that color.
So I just cut the Ada cloth, you know, for you guys that are watching. This is approximately 7, I want to say 7 inches by probably 8. 1, 2, 3. No, 7 by 7. This pattern is 72 stitches high by 72 wide. And so I counted stitches to make sure I had a big enough square. So I cut it.
Ooh.
Now I'm just taking regular old masking tape. And I'm masking tape the edges because otherwise they tend to unravel a little bit.
You could probably also like glue them if you had time to.
Well, there's this stuff called Stitch Witch.
Huh?
It's in a bottle. Nana probably knows about it too. It's
Nana
liquid,
knows.
and you drip it along the edge and let it dry. It does the same thing.
Sweet.
But masking tape is cheap, and I
Right
don't
now.
have Stitch Witch, so
Stitch Witch.
I think it's called Stitch Witch or Fray Check. Maybe that's it. That's sounding more familiar now.
Stitch Witch just sounds like sandwich.
I think it's Fray Check.
Sandwich, please.
So I'm taping up the edges so that they don't fray. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'll show it to you when I'm done. And I just fold over the masking tape around the edges. And it just keeps it from fraying. I think it's Fray Check. Mom, do you remember what I'm talking about? It was in a bottle. It's liquid. Put
Fray
it around
Check.
the edge. Yep. Is that what she said? Yep. I think it was Fray Check. That was driving me nuts there for a second. But I don't have any Fray Check, but I do have masking tape, which works fine. So I just make sure it's pressed around the edges. And then what I do, because I start my cross stitches always from the center and work out, is I fold it in half one way and I kind of finger press it like that. And then I fold it in half again and finger press it again. Is it a perfect science? Probably not, but it works. And then I don't think I'm going to mark it. Normally what I do, if it's a full coverage cross stitch, just going to cover the area anyway, I put a black dot on the center square. I'm not going to do that with this one because I'm not convinced that center is a stitch. Hold on. This is not a dense pattern, and no, it's not a stitch. It's a blank square, so I'm not going to mark that one.
See, I would have an issue with that.
Yeah. Did I move the Ziploc bags? I must have. Oh, no, right here. So I've been putting all of mine in Ziploc bags and putting them up there so I can just pull one. So this is the Stitcher Hood, the Quaker Pumpkin. And I'm just going to put the fabric in with that, and that one's all set. This one is Little House Needleworks. I already checked to see that I have all the floss. I'm just trying to figure out if it says what type Ada, what size, because it doesn't usually, I find. Most of them tell me stitch height, which I really don't want to count stitches every time. So we'll see if it tells me in here. There's the chart. So I think that's got to be gridded on 14 count Ada. So it would probably be that size. I think that might look good on the linen. I think this one might look good on the linen. So I
And
might
it's saying
wait.
that Fray Check is expensive because it's $4.49 a bottle.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Masking tape is like 50
99 cents.
99 cents.
99 cents.
We all know that we over in this household like cheap.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
I think that's going to go on linen.
Yeah.
This one might also go on linen. The spring whirligig. I think the colors would look good on the linen. Personally.
Looks like they made it into a pillow there.
Yeah, it's kind of a, they made it into a,
Oh, they made it into a pin cushion.
yes.
Oh, that's cute. That's a good idea. See, I'm telling you, if we could just do.
Yeah, this one was actually
fast.
done on 32 count white linen.
Ooh.
So I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll wait for the linen for that one too.
Yeah.
And probably for this one. I'm not going to give away all the secrets. This one. This one was also done on linen.
You just picked out a bunch that.
I did. I like the look of it, must be.
Apparently.
Apparently.
That likes to
Well,
challenge
it might be
yourself.
done faster than we thought tonight. Who knows?
It's all just linen.
Oh, this one was done on 42 count legacy, which we're not doing.
No.
No.
Is it extremely difficult? Is that what
I'm not venturing into that.
No.
No.
Is it like extreme cross stitch?
Yeah.
Oh yikes! No. Jesus, this is as extreme as I need.
Is Lugana the 2 over 2 by 2 as well, Nana?
Is Nana cross stitching right now?
She's watching us.
No, I know, but does she have cross stitch going on right now?
I don't know.
What patterns you got? Let's see those patterns, Nana.
Nana doesn't want to come on camera, I don't think.
Oh, should we bring Nana on camera?
Okay, so this one I'm going to prep a full piece of 14 count then. This one will be a bigger one. This one will be a bigger one.
This one'll be up big, yeah.
We'll see if I can get this prepped and in a bag, and then we will call it a night. And then I can get these contacts out of my eyeballs and put my glasses on and actually go cross stitch.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Actually cross stitch.
Actually doing cross stitches.
I actually posted a picture on Instagram with a bunch of fabrics the other day and asked for ideas as to what everybody thought it was for.
What did people say?
Nobody said anything.
Oh. Nana's not cross stitching right now. That's sad. We should send her a pattern. Be like, hey, you need to cross stitch this.
Sometimes these bigger pieces are a little bit of a pain to...
I bet.
Yeah.
They don't drop.
Because they all curl. See, like this is curling right up.
Yeah. Well, mine was curling and it was just a small one.
It's because it's rolled up
And the butt to you.
in the package. So what if we rolled it the other way, I wonder? Would it stop rolling up? Let's see.
Would it stop doing that?
Would it stop?
Would it stop?
Yes, it stopped. Yay!
I just love how happy you got.
Well, it's the simple things, really.
It's the simple. We enjoy the simple things.
It's the simple things.
Hence why we're sitting here cross stitching.
Courtney makes it sound like we're really old ladies because we're cross stitching.
Well, I could just see, like, I still haven't told Jack that I started cross stitching.
Do you think he's gonna think less of you?
No, it's not him. It's like all the guys are gonna instantly be like, oh, she really is a mom. She's cross stitching.
Oh gosh.
Which
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
okay.
actually care.
I noticed that Jack doesn't really tune into the live, so I don't think he's gonna find out until you tell him.
No, I don't think he follows your page. Which we gotta get. We gotta get him on that. Like, hey, watch this Facebook Live.
So this one I'm not gonna mark the center either, because this could very well be a blank square, I think. Because the center is where the writing is, but I am gonna fold it
So where are you gonna start those?
in the center. I'm just
Even if
not
you
gonna
don't have-
mark it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna fold it
What
so
about
it
that
marks.
pumpkin one? That like it doesn't have a stitch in the center.
Yeah, I'm gonna start at the stitch closest to the center.
Okay.
So this one's all in a bag now and all ready to go. And I have my list ready to go. So we're gonna go for tonight. And we will be back on Thursday night for a demonstration about reverse quilting.
Yeah, boy.
It'll be interesting. It'll be the first time I've done it. And we'll see how it goes. Okay? Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you Thursday night. Bye-bye.